Hello, beautiful being. Thanks for tuning in today. The energies at play right now are super aligned for really opening up to our deliberate creations and manifesting and actualizing. So it's an exciting time. Energies are really revved up right now. So I wanted to talk about manifesting, actualizing, and materializing. So these three words, manifesting, actualizing, and materializing. So when we think of the law of attraction or the law of vibration, these three words are super important. Now I have 5 things that I want to share with you today that really help you to open up this area of your life. And I'm going through this myself, and I'm seeing myself become more and more abundant and deliberately creating in my life. But what the thing is that I'm noticing is that it never shows up the way you think it's going to. And that is a really important piece to remember. So we can have the vision board, right? And sometimes people have those stories where like they made the vision board 10 years ago and the exact house that they have on the vision board came to fruition 10 years later. We're in kind of a different wave right now. If you are deep into your awakening process, this works a little differently. Okay, we're working with the energies that be in actualizing and materializing and manifesting with the law of vibration. So what does that mean? That means like we're going to follow the lightness in our lives. We're going to follow lightness instead of getting into severe action and doing. There's a paradigm shift that's happening. And that means that we are going to, number one, this is my first one on my list here that I want to tell you about, is be the energy of it. Be the energy of what you want to create. Now, if you want to create, say, like a specific material thing, how do you be the energy of that? Well, think about what it feels like to live in that house or to drive that car or to have the abundance to receive those things. Like, what would it feel like? Who would you be? Get the energy of that and be that all the time, regardless of it showing up. And so if you can be that energy and live that way before it shows up, the actualizing happens. So I want to talk about the difference between manifesting and actualizing. Manifesting is the process of what I just talked about, of aligning the energies. Actualizing is it materializing. And that's the piece to really hone in on these days. What if the process didn't have to be 10 years? What if it didn't have to be 20 years? It didn't have to be a lifetime or lifetimes, right? So like, how do we decrease the gap between being the energy of something, manifesting something, and really materializing and actualizing it into our now reality? How do we do that? And that's what I'm playing with these days. So I just got out my Law of Attraction money cards, and I've been reading some of them. I just did a TikTok and read one of these cards, and maybe at the end of this video, I'll read one of these cards. They're really fun to play with. But I want to get into number 2. So number 1 on my list was be the energy of it. Number 2 is believe it. Believe it with your whole heart and soul, which means no longer tell the story of lack. Believe you are it. To actualize something and to decrease that gap and really play with the creative forces at bay right now that we kind of have a little head start with right now. Believe it. Believe it with your whole being. And that means acting as if. That means being the energy of it. That means believing it. So I'm turning 50 in a few weeks, and my friend just bought me a lottery card. It's so fun. It was one of my birthday presents. And, you know, when she was talking to me about, you know, giving it to me, she's like, I kept saying something like, oh, I wonder if I'll win. She's like, oh, you already have. She believed it so fully. But when we talked about it, it was like as if that I already won. So it was really cool to witness this in action, and just this in my life, right? So believe it wholeheartedly. Believe it before you even see it. So how much in our life do we live the opposite? I'll believe it when I see it. And I know a lot of you know this already, is that that's not how law of attraction works, right? We have to believe it before we see it or even sense it. Okay, so I'm a lottery winner and I'm super excited. I don't know exactly how much I won yet, but I'm gonna find out tonight how much I won. But I'm a lottery winner and I know I won at least $10,000. So yay. So believe it, believe it, believe it. So number 3 on my list is feel it. You're gonna feel it. What does it feel like? So 1 is be the energy, 2 is believe it, and number 3 is feel it. Like start to feel it viscerally with every sense organ you have. You know, what does money smell like? What is abundance? What is the thing you want to manifest smell like, taste like, feel like, sound like? You know, we have 5 senses typically, but extra sensing, okay? What does your third eye know about it? What does your auric field know about it? What does it feel in your field about it? So really feel the heck out of it. Now, a lot of times when we hear the words feel it, we think of emotions, right? Yes, juice it up with your emotions, but also I want you to go into every and any sense that you have and feel it there too. Okay? So feel the heck out of it. Feel it with every empathic part of your nature. Feel it with every cell of your being. Feel it with every nerve and skin cell. Feel it with every sniff, every whiff, every sound, every taste. Taste what you want to manifest and actualize right here. And let's see if we can decrease the gap for it to materialize. Let me know if this is making sense. All right, let's go to the next one here on my board. Know it, okay? Kind of like believe it, but know it. Like, what does your knowing feel like, okay? This may be easier for some people, and this may come first. Like, I just know, right? I just know I'm abundant. I just know. I just know I'm gonna meet my person. I know I've already met him. Like, it's just, where is he? I just know that I'm abundant and wealthy, and I know because I live it. So sometimes when you do the first 3, be the energy, believe it, feel it, like that helps you just know it. I just know. And then that can really start to decrease the gap, and that the universe really starts to matching that energy. Oh, it's already happened. That's what Abraham Hicks talks about, is that it already has happened. You just have to align with it. So know it with every fiber, space, cell of your being, every molecule, anything and everything of you. Know it. Know it, that it's just is. That it just is. So whatever you want to create, abundance, it's just know it with everything about you. Okay? And lastly, now this is probably the biggest one and the trickiest one. Would you be willing to receive it? Whatever you're asking for, okay? We'll talk about abundance, financial abundance, money. Would you be willing to receive it? Now, the universe may start you might start tapping into the abundance, maybe through a friend giving you a gift, or, winning like a scratch off card, or getting money in the mail. Now, even though you worked for that money, getting money in the mail, are you willing to receive it? Now, what does it look like to receive? Receiving means like just open up, like, oh my gosh, Receive it, take it in. I am so grateful. Thank you. I receive this wholeheartedly. Anytime a check comes in the mail for me, I look at it, I'm like, oh my gosh, I receive this. I'm so grateful. Money in the mail, this is amazing. So just juice it up, right? If someone wants to treat you, like I had a friend who just was the first person to celebrate my birthday. She got me a card. She took me out bathing suit shopping because I'm going on a beach trip. And she just treated me. She treated me like a queen. She just, I'm just beaming from how our relationship and what she offered me. And she sent a text the next day and said, "Thank you so much for receiving it." And I took that in because in the past, it was hard for me to receive like different abundance, right? It was hard to like receive gifts from people or money from people. And now it was just like, it was so effortless to just receive her gifts and receive the shopping spree she gave me. And it was just such a beautiful offering. And I felt worthy, and I felt so good about receiving all the compliments and the love and the physical things she had given me. And I realized that that's something different for me. I'm not used to receiving in this way. So that's the last thing on my list, is it's like, guys, when actually something comes, whether it's a penny on the ground or money in the mail or a friend wanting to gift you, receive it like it was like millions of dollars. Receive it like you are the worthy queen or king that you are. Just to receive it in and just know that, like, go back into knowing it, feeling it, believing it, and being the energy of it. Of course. Of course. Just have this sensation of like, of course this is coming into my life. And I am so grateful. And I receive it 100%. What if you lived that way? That process of manifesting is going to switch into actualization and materialization. And we're going to close that gap of manifesting so that actualizing can happen quicker. Is this making sense? Can you let me know in the comments? So beautiful, people. Whether you want to attract money into your life, whether you want to attract more love or just more freedom, more community, friends, or health, whatever it is. For me, I want to just really have more money abundance in my life, and it's showing up more and more. So I guess the last piece I want to leave you with is really like appreciate the heck out of it when it does show up, okay? And have no judgment over what you would like to have and experience in this body and in this life. It's all okay. It's just source energy experiencing life. And you as source get to say what it experiences. How do you want to expand consciousness? I'd like to expand consciousness by experiencing financial freedom and wealth and just see what that feels like. So how fun is that? So beautiful being. I hope this was helpful. Put a little thumbs up if it was in the comments, and be sure to join me every Friday for a live stream. Now, to know when I'm going live, be sure to subscribe and click the bell on YouTube so you'll get an email when I'm going live. I don't know exactly. It's a different time every day on Friday, so it's either noon or 2, sometimes 4. So beautiful being. May you have the abundance and actualize and materialize what you feel called to experience as a source being. All right, beautiful one. I'll see you next time. Namaste.